Peace and blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to my Mellah King, Yahushua Mashiach. So look, I'm not going to be on here too long. I just want to bring up something. Now, this video might get taken down too, because I just can't help it. I have to talk about this, but, I feel like what's really going to offset what's going on right now is once they start forcing your children to be vaccinated, because that's coming very, very soon. I feel like once they start trying to force your child to be vaccinated just to return back to school, or even if you wanted to just take your kids out to, a water park, to do just some, family activities, camping, whatever the case may be, that's going to be a problem. Primarily when it comes to the school system, they're not letting your kid in the door. So this is going to be a test of faith for a lot of people, especially for, parents who are full-time workers. So like, what are you going to do when your child cannot go back and you don't believe in the vaccine? You don't believe in that. What are you going to do? Like, these are things that people, I think, haven't even... I'm not saying that they haven't. I'm sure it's come to mind, especially, because it's inevitable for you to not think about it coming to mind, because look at what's going on around us. But I feel like a lot of people really don't take this situation seriously. Like you were talking about your child's life. And the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking about this and I was reading about it was Children of the Corn. Children of the Corn. The reference, I'm only using it as a reference, but Children of the Corn, if anybody has seen Children of the Corn, then you know what I'm talking about. These children, these small town children being, overtaken by a demonic force and them sacrificing, their parents to a demon god or an adult. Sacrificing parents, adults, whatever the case may be. And even some of the kids also, too, went on to sacrifice themselves to, I guess the older kids or something like that, went to sacrifice themselves to the demon god that dwelled in the cornfields. And that's what this kind of reminds me of in terms of the, this whole rebellious type of spirit where now you have, these laws where your own children has separate laws, from their adult parent, like the emancipation laws, they're telling children in school that they can literally combat their parents' authority. You can be whatever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? So this is the problem that is always been an issue. And I feel like it's arising now, and it's coming to light for a lot of people who just kind of was blasé about it. Now you see what a lot of people have been talking about. Now you see why it was always important for you to homeschool your child. Because the thing is that when you send your child into the school system, you have to understand that you split your parenting with total strangers. So now you are cohabitating, literally, or let me just say this: you are co-parenting with strangers, because you got to work and you don't have the time to homeschool your children, right? Because now you got both parents in the house trying to work a full-time job and then just send their kids off to school. But now like I said, you are co-parenting with complete strangers. So most of the time, they are having a lot more influence on you, because a lot of the things that they take part in is, I guess you can say, it's conducive to child development in terms of allowing them to be open to express themselves and stuff like that, providing them a creative outlet, things like that. You know what I mean? Not to say that this doesn't happen at home, because I know parents do that. You take your kids out, you spend time with them, but it's a whole nother different subject when the child is at school, because they're around people. I'm talking about the sociology of it, the whole social aspect of them being around other children and stuff like that. I feel like people don't take that into account. This is why it's important for you to realize that. So, these are things that people have to take into account. Are you going to send your kid back to school? Because if you do, your child's most certainly gonna have to have that vaccine stuck in their arm. And like I said, it's bile in the vial. I don't care what anybody says. Strike it, the video. I'll probably get a strike this time around, but I don't care. I have to say this. But it's bile in the vial. I've been telling people this. I don't care. And the only thing that came to mind thinking about this was children of the corn, you know? And now you're going to have a lot of your children becoming rebellious because they're too exposed to everything. I mean, this is stuff that people should already know. You know what I mean? And they don't really take time to really sit back and see all of the things that they're allowing their child to be exposed to have this, detrimental, impact on their life and their psychology. It's just crazy. It is. I'm blessed to not have children because honestly, I'd be dead already. I would. They would have been trying to take me down and call me a freak for being overbearing, overprotective of my children. You damn right, because I would have been the type of person, my child's not about to go and play with everybody's child. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. Now, what they do when they get older, that's up to them. But as long as I'm in control and I have the right, like scripture says, to raise my child up and teach them in the right way, I'm going to do that. Period. So I know that they would already have tried to execute me because I would have definitely homeschooled my children, all of that, because I know what I'm dealing with. If I'm knowing what I know now, I know what I'm dealing with, So these are things that people have to take into account, So I feel like the reason why I said this is definitely going to offset a lot of things that we're seeing going on now. And this is going to take it up. Be brought up to the highest max is when you start fucking with people's children. See, that's the root right there. That's the heart. Every main artery, I'm telling you, that is going to really send people in an uproar when you start messing with their children. I'm telling you. And then all these gun laws being passed now, well, I'm not going to say all of them, but it's certain states that's allowing, just everyday civilians to carry guns now. I think Utah is one of them, and there was another one. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but there was another one. Now they're permitting civilians to carry guns, but they're just doing this for a reason because they're going to allow you to think that you can carry a gun and they're going to take them from you. And just when you need them the most, like what I'm talking about, when this whole thing comes down, when they start making it seem like as if you're not a good parent, you're a bad parent because you want to put your child in danger for not keeping them vaccinated, not getting them immunized, right? Then they're going to come up with some shit to come and take your child. We already been talking about this, and then now you ain't got no means of protecting yourself because they damn sure ain't got the right to come up there and take your child. That's just the truth. But you see, it's just a matter of, not giving life to a lot of these things that they have brought into fruition. We have to work on that. I feel like that's the biggest problem, but I just wanted to talk about that. I'm not going to continue on ranting, but I'm just, I just want to know people's thoughts. Like, what are you going to do? Like, what's your thoughts? Like, have you thought about what you're going to do, with your children? Like, what's going to happen? Because that's going to definitely be a big thing, because I've been thinking about, my own nieces and nephews, and I've been thinking about, other family members and what they're going to do with their kids. Like, I already know, like I said, some of my family members have already gotten the vaccine, and pretty soon it's going to be cleared for the children to get it. So if they got it, they're going to definitely get it. You know what I mean? Because the people need to understand is that, a parent can go, has to give the consent of the child. A child cannot give consent over what happens to their body. They cannot. But you have the world, the system telling these children that, and then you got these idols that's positioned in place on the chessboard that these children are looking to. They're gravitating towards these people and seeing the things that they're doing, and they're manipulating them and conditioning them into believing that they can make their own decisions for themselves. They can be rebellious. They can run their own lives. Children of the corn. Literally. It's children of the corn. And it's a sad thing to see, though, but we all saw it coming. Like, come on. It was already prophesied about what's going on. But I just say stay prayed up, stay vigilant, stay watchful, because I'm telling you, it's about to get crazy, y'all. It is. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't know if this video, like I said, is going to get taken down or not. But if it does, then, hey, oh well. But peace and blessings. Hope you guys are doing well. But let me know your thoughts.